Carlos Nelson with the Kansas City Business Association, and we have one of our longtime members. Ever since the association really came into existence, uh, with the need for us to have something that is representing a really small business. We have the owner of Misty Blue, longtime friend. Who do we have here?
Kim Gibson.
Hey, Kim, tell our audience a little bit about yourself, your personal self, and then uh, talk about your business and Misty Blue. And as we talked off camera, how did you put how you describe yourself, a merchant, but in your words?
All right. My name is Kim Ade Gibson. Ade is an acquired name that I acquired back in 97, 98. It's a healing name. So I am Kim Ade, the healing merchant. I am a merchant. I sell all kinds of things. I sell fashions. I have sunglasses. I have jewelry. I have all kinds of fashionable fashion statement pieces. I also have a lot of whatnots that I have for sale. I have everything from a picture window to a lock to all kinds of stuff for households and stuff. I also have started a land business, a land investment business. I buy and sell raw land. So I, I am a merchant.
See, I didn't know that about you because I knew you from being in the Lincoln Building and what I call, and it's not back in the day because it was just yesteryear. Uh,
Yeah, but it was back in the day. So much has changed over them years.
right, when Danny's Big Easy was down there, and from a business standpoint, I would see you set up, and it seemed like you were doing fairly well. And I wanted you to talk a little bit about that as a person that has been involved with 18th and Vine for some time, where I would think a significant amount of your income, what you were doing when I knew you, was coming from that area. What's going on with that now?
A good percentage of the time it feels like it's just dried up, and that's for from a lot of different reasons. um Danny's Big Easy was a godsend. um they opened up their doors. Danny, Sammy, and Jean opened up their doors. I was asked if I wanted to set my things up, and you don't get that. And they allowed me to work on the inside and the outside. And not only that, they supported me. And in addition to supporting me, I mean, but like they would buy things from me. And that doesn't happen with everybody either. In addition to that, I knew I was safe if I was outside in the wee hours of the night. I knew that I was being watched over. So, yeah, that's gone. I miss all of them tremendously, just on a personal note, because the love was real.
How do you feel the business environment has changed down there, and just in general, the uh, from that to First Fridays and involvement overall with the businesses like yours? That I remember a gentleman right across the street. I don't forgot what his name had, the shirts and the hats.
Baby.
Lee Baby, right, right. Uh,
Yeah.
how over the last half a decade, uh, how that has Vine has changed, how has that affected your business?
It has affected my business. For one, I had I had a location, where I could be, that I was safe, that I could set up and sell my wares. And that was my spot, you know. Um, and it was nice because the location, they know how to throw a party. Danny, Sammy, Gene know how to throw a party. Well, maybe not so much Sammy, but you know,
Right.
Sammy help us stay balanced.
What about First Fridays? Did you see? Have you, or do you still, over the last half a decade, had you set your uh, goods up on First Friday?
I do. I do. I
Is
like to be
there difference in?
outdoors. I
Uh-huh.
like to be outdoors.
Okay.
So that's more when the weather is complying out, I'd rather be outdoors. Otherwise, it's I you know, it's not
What
as
do you?
fruitful for me.
All right. What do you? Have you ever gotten involved with any of the organizations down there since Danny's closed that are representing small businesses? I get a
I
lot
have.
of emails talking about cohorts and this and that, but
Yeah.
I'm not down there, so
Yes, initially I was trying to be, but my life circumstances didn't allow me to commit fully, and I haven't picked up to be committed fully. But yes, I do know that things are happening. There are well, there are organizations trying to help things to happen.
do you feel
And there's
you
some
have a
activity.
voice?
Um, I feel like I would have a different vision. So
What's your vision? And do you think that the political establishment and the planners that uh, they take your vision, and do you think your vision holds in line with any other small businesses?
my vision for 18th and Vine, I would have the gym be a movie theater, uh, something small and quaint, or something like the gym. There would be a movie theater, something that showed Black movies, something for people to do, to conjugate, to be together. I would have a ice cream parlor down there because there are families that want to do things and just hang out and walk the strip and enjoy the atmosphere. 18th and Vine itself, it can be electric just in the atmosphere. And there needs to be things that allow the community to just enjoy the atmosphere and the company and the spirit of 18th and Vine. And it's not enough unless it's some kind of festival, but people like to come down there and just hang out. When I was in front of Danny's, we called that the porch.
Yeah,
That was the spot.
there was a spirit because I used to come downstairs at really no charge, and as they serving food, take pictures of the participants that were eating and put them up on Facebook, and they loved it. I'm saying it was a little different type of spirit down there.
It
Uh,
was completely different.
do,
The businesses, it's kind of like they're not really thinking about the community.
it's all
And
about that dollar.
when I say community, I'm talking about the people that gather on 18th and Vine. That is a community. That's what happened when Danny's was there. Whether people were in or not, it was like interactions happening on the strip.
Right. I hold it. I get it. People, that was the community for Kansas City, not just 18th and Vine. That's where you went uh to feel comfortable. I tell people all the time, Black people have to turn their blackness on and off. When they're in the majority community, they turn their blackness off. But and that was the beauty of coming down in that area. Let's switch gears. Let's just talk about the environment for small businesses. Do you think that you have had access to the resources that are necessary for your business to prosper?
Yes and no. And I'm going to take ownership on my part, whether I have pursued, what direction I wanted to go in my different businesses. Um, I'm kind of like at a turning point in my life. I'm growing, or I have grown, and so I'm getting to know the person that I have become on the other side of where I was. And I'm just now getting a clearer vision of where I want to grow with myself. So I'm looking more now than had in the past, is what I'm really saying.
Uh, how do you feel the Black community overall has progressed over the last uh, quarter century? You've been in Kansas City.
How do I feel that Black businesses have
Black
progressed?
businesses, families, just across the spectrum.
I think business wise, there appears to be a whole lot of movement, because I was just having a conversation with my hairstylist yesterday about getting my hair braided, and inquiring about what the cost is. And so that to me is a culture shock. And what my stylist said is that is now a new profession. So I'm stuck back when I was getting my hair braided when I was a girl, right? Well, we in a whole new time, and money wise, it has to be a whole lot of money flowing for people to be able to adorn themselves the way that they do.
You think so? I'm on the opposite. I'm on the opposite with that. I haven't been down to 18th Street in some time, but I was down there last week, and I stopped in the Joey's, and uh, his younger brother that had all things tech. We were talking, but I
Mm.
just happened to ask about what what they were paying for that were in the chair, and you're right about the amounts, because they was $65 and things like that to get their hair cut, but I put that in the same vein of how we do with our money, as I talked to you about off camera about how we go and spend all this money on these jerseys and all of this, and we don't pay our bills. We might, uh, in that particular profession, I think is doing pretty well. But overall business, from my standpoint, Black business, there's not enough access to capital, and there's not enough access to uh, real partnerships that help uh, the junior partner grow.
Right.
That's in
Right.
my estimation. But
And I have to give you agreement with that, because, and if they are, then then they're charging you so much, for them to even want to help you.
right,
And so it's really kind of quite hurtful, because it's like we're not pulling each other up as we grow.
but what I had said to you about communications, and when you can communicate and you have a place to get information, a lot of times you'll make better business decisions. You'll make better decisions on your health. You'll make better decisions over, if you're going to a place to get information that's giving you some information that is healing, and the information is strictly for you, designed for you.
Mhm.
And the approach with business and everything else, when it comes to Black people, we're trying to fit into somebody else's plans instead of
Absolutely.
uh, go ahead, Kim.
Okay, so My previous profession, I was a massage therapist, and I was a practicing massage therapist for over 20 years. I became a massage therapist in the early 90s, when in the city of Kansas City, it was still to be licensed through the city of Kansas City, it was listed under liquor and amusement. And we still had massage parlors. And so I'm saying that that's the era that I began to be a therapist. And so lots have changed. I remember when I first started, the price of an hour massage was like $45. And last week I was looking at someone marketing an hour's massage on Facebook for $135.
Well, the
That
corporate community has gotten into it real deep. From I seen a special. I don't know whether you've seen. Everything is technical, where you can get these massages in the malls now
yes,
with your clothes on, and
yes.
the water is doing massage. That you lay down like on a
I
those
know. I
studies.
go there. I've
Oh,
been there.
I've never seen that, but I've seen it on TV. Go ahead.
Okay, well, there's different types of massages. So mainly what they do might be something like shiatsu or acupressure or something that you don't have to remove your clothing. And they're good picker ups. And if you get somebody that's really good, they may even leave you feeling more refreshed than having an oiled massage. And so with an oil massage, it's on your skin, you without your clothes. It's just different. It's an art form. It's science. It's art. It's necessary. We carry a lot of tension, and we have toxins flowing through our systems. It's
I
good
know.
medicine.
I
It's
go.
good medicine. I love it. It's just that now I would prefer to receive one than to give one. So
I haven't had one, but the closest thing I do to that, about 4 or 5 times a week, I go out to Genesis. I get in the hot tub with the uh massage with the jet water jets, and then get in the hot sauna. Get your blood put. Just that makes you feel like a new person, and so I could just imagine with some massage and what have you, how you feel. So
have it
where do you go for 222? Where do you go this year?
within my life or my
Yeah.
life.
Well, in general, what's your plans business wise?
My plans is to let people know exactly what it is that I have available. I am a merchant, and what I realized toward the end of the year, I have so much stuff that I am needing to relinquish, to exchange with some peoples. um, but people don't know what I have. And so my plan is to do a better job of marketing myself,
Oh,
and and using my voice, because when I was in massage therapy, I worked on that healing path. That was who I answered the call to being a healer. And
health and
so now,
wellness.
health and wellness, and mind, body, spirit, and the interconnection of your emotions, your mental, all of that plays a part in your well-being. And so I'm going to do more healing through my speech. I'm going to share more of my insights.
Connecting.
Yes. Sharing,
Communications. Yeah,
teaching.
well, it's all about communications.
Yeah, absolutely.
As I people say, you just stuck on your company. Yeah, I'm stuck on my company. It's a communications company. Uh, when you're not communicating, you're at a disadvantage. When you're not, uh, in general, why did we learn to speak? So we can communicate and we can organize. And why do they have so many secret FBI, CIA, secret societies? Because information is precious and applied is power. And when you're not seeking information, you're powerless.
And limitless.
All right.
You know, we got to expand. We have to expand our horizons. We have to uh, explore things that we're not aware of as much. Things that might be frightening. Put that toe in that water and figure out that you can put your feet flat on it and you still survive.
So, what would you have to say to our audience in closing?
I thank you for joining us. I thank you if we've come in contact. Do know that I have appreciated your presence in speaking with you. Keep hope alive. Move forward. Hold your head up. Straighten your back. Let's get it.
All right. Sounds good to me. And as we always say in closing, when you invest in your community, you're really just investing in yourself. Good night.
Good night.
This is brought to you by Africana Art.